everyone, this is Akhilesh Kumar, PGT-English, Tengavalley. I hope you all will be fine. Dear friends, before going through the topic, I have some quotes for you. Now listen carefully. Hard things are put in our way not to stop us, but to call out our courage and strength. Dear friends, we all know the persons who overcome the challenges and obstacles in their life, they become one of the heroes of the world. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. People are like musical instruments. Their sound depends on who touches them. Dear friends, now today we are going to talk about a girl whose name is Evelyn Glennie. What she did in her life and how she became a famous instrumental we will discuss. About whom just I told you, this is the image of that lady Evelyn Glennie. Now please listen and watch her performance. Before going through the topic, we have a brief description of the writer, that is Deborah Cowley, who has written The Sound of Music. Annie Deborah Cowley, she was born on 6 July in 1913. She died on 31st October in 1983 at the age of 70 years. Deborah Cowley had been a famous writer of her period who traveled across the world while writing articles for Reader's Digest. Her writings have been translated to various languages. She worked for CBC television in London and Egypt, Cairo, Doctor of Caris, One Woman's Journey, or few of her famous writings. It's okay? Dear students, let's begin our topic, that is the sound of music, part 1. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Okay, now the first para of the lesson. Rush or crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish war. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Dear friends, in the very first para, the writer says, the underground platform that was too much crowded, and there was a small and thin girl. Now you can also see the meaning of difficult words here. Jostle, push roughly, slight, small and thin. Daunting, frightening, aspiring musician, a person who wants to be a musician. It's okay. So on that platform, she was trying to make a place for her so that she could enter in the train. And that time, that thin girl, small girl, she was very frightened because she was new at that place. She was going to attend a music class in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. And she was from Scotland. From here refers land. She was a Scottish girl. She was there. She was nervous, but she was very excited to be there. And in her life, she had faced bigger problems, bigger challenge than that of at that platform. Okay. Second paragraph. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she had not heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Dear friends, Isabel Glennie was mother of Evelyn Glennie. Okay, now she suddenly not lost her hearing. Till 11 years, she was able to listen. But when she was 8 years old, that time, her mother tells this. Her mother, Isabel Glennie, says this. When she was 8 years old, that time, she was waiting to play the piano, and her mother was calling her name. She was not calling her name. She called her, but that girl did not move. And that time, that was the first time when Evelyn's mother noticed that there was some problem. Okay, but anyhow, Evelyn concealed her deafness from her friends and teachers. But slowly, everyone became aware about the deafness of Glennie. Okay, that's why the headmistress of her school, she requested her parents to take her to a specialist so that her hearing power could be cured. It's okay. It was then it was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. On that day, when her parents brought her in a good hospital, and the specialist, when he told him that her hearing power that was severely impaired, that was not working, due to that reason, slowly she became deaf. What the reason? Because of gradual nerve damage. And they suggested her to take the help of some hearing aids, and they also suggested her to send that girl to a school for the deaf. When Evelyn heard that, when she was told this, Evelyn says that was very bad day for her. She was very sad on that day when she was informed, when she became aware about her impairedness, that was deafness. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day, she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way. Says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Holmes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. When she was told she could not lead a normal life and she could not pursue her education in normal school as we have. Now we study at KV or at some normal schools where there is no problem, everyone is welcomed, but there are some schools for special children, okay, who have some problems. But that girl, Evelyn, that time she determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day what happened? She noticed a girl who was playing a xylophone. Now you can see the image of xylophone here, okay, and the meanings of difficult words also here, okay. So she decided to learn xylophone, okay, but most of the teachers of her school, they discouraged her. Sometimes it happens, some teachers, they don't think that a student can make his or her career in particular field, but there are some who spot, who notice the potentials of the students. The same was there Ron Forbes. This person, Ron Forbes, he was the teacher in her school. He spotted her potential in music. What he did? Now, this has been told by Evelyn herself. She says what their teacher did. She says that John Forbes, he began by tuning two large drums to different notes. What he suggested her? He suggested to that girl Evelyn, he says, don't listen through your ears. He used to say her. And what he suggested? Try to sense it some other way. Evelyn, don't try to listen through her ears, but try to listen, sense the sounds of drums some other way. Suddenly, Evelyn realized she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated that exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. With the help of that teacher, John Forbes, Evelyn was able to sense the vibration of the sound in her different part of body, mind. Okay, the rest was sheer determination and hard work. That was the help of that teacher, Ron Forbes. And after that, what was there? That was complete determination of that girl and hard work. Dear friends, as we know, our teachers, they always suggest us, they guide us, and to achieve something, it is we who have to do something to achieve that thing. It's clear? Now, she never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. After that, she never looked back from that point onwards. When she was able to sense the sounds, vibrations of the sound in her body parts, after that she continuously tried and tried. That's why she toured the United Kingdom. She went in many parts of the country and other places with youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, and that time she was only 16 years old. Remember here, 16 years old. When she was 16, that time she was famous. She was performing here and there. She also went to United Kingdom. She had decided to make music her life, and after that she had decided that music would be her life, her passion, her career. And here, when we have passion for something, we do anyhow. So dear friends, we should always keep passion, we should always possess passion. The passion leads, the passion motivates. So what was the passion of that girl, Evelyn? That was music. After that, she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music in London. That was very famous place, and she wanted to go there. And when she scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy, she was selected, and that's why she went there. And then slowly from orchestral work, she began to perform solo. At the end of her 3-year course in that Royal Academy, she completed her 3 year course, and then she had captured most of the top awards. And in the field of music, she had been awarded the top awards in the field of music. Okay. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got percussionist with a mastery of some thousands instruments and hectic international schedule. Dear friends, what does here Evelyn suggest us? She says she has never accepted that was her heroic achievement, whatever she had done. Okay, she says, she suggests us, if we work hard, dear friends, my dear students, among you people, if we work hard and know where we are going, what we have to do, what is our path, what is our target, what is our goal, so that time when we work continuously, when we work hard, that time we achieve that, we will get that thing. Okay, and she did the same, and she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist. Okay, that's why what she did in her life, we people know she was deaf, but she became a famous and multi-percussionist. Percussionist means who plays instruments. Okay, who plays instruments, and she became the topper of in the field of percussionist. Okay, with a mastery of some thousand instruments. Now listen, we can play on only one or two, three or four, but she had the mastery of some thousand instruments and hectic international schedule. Okay, hectic means many times she had to go here and there in one country after another country. Okay, she became very famous. This we get when we work hard, when we know what is our path, what is our direction, what is our target, not making what we people are doing, making TikTok videos, wasting our time here and there. What we are doing, we don't know what is our target. That is the problem. When she was 16, that time she became famous, and we people are busy doing unnecessary things. So ignore unnecessary things and do whatever is better for you. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussions, she never missed a word. Men with mushy beards give me trouble. She laughed. Okay, now here she was very famous. She had talent, but she had a sense of humor also. Okay, intriguing means the meaning of it in here, fascination and curious. Whenever people asked her something, when she was interviewed by someone, that time she told everything about her, and meanwhile she used to also say that men with bushy beards, okay, who have the persons, the male who have beards, in Hindi dahi what we say, she says give her trouble, and after saying this she always used to laugh. So she had a sense of humor also. Okay, then it is clear. Now look at the next phase. Okay, it is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face, especially the eyes. This was the humor of Evelyn. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Okay, so now we can say she was very famous, she had talent, but she had also a sense of humor. She used to say she could not wear, she says that the persons who have bushy beards, so that troubles her. Okay, and she says that she only does not want to see the lips, she wants the whole face of, okay, especially the eyes also. And she says she speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt without any mistake. She used to speak properly, and we can think, if she was deaf, so how could she spoke so in a good manner? Because she told the interviewer when she was 11. Till 11 years, she was able to listen. That's why her speech was clear. Okay, now it's clear because till 11 years, she was able to listen. That's why her speech, whenever she used to speak, her speech was clear. Okay, but we don't know how she managed to learn French and Japanese. We people know she was a Scottish girl, but how she managed to learn French and basic Japanese, we don't know. So the reason is here only due to her hard work, she also learned French and some Japanese. Okay. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing off the stick into her fingertips. By learning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and upper legs. Dear friends, when people asked her about the music, what is music for her? What she says, it pours in through every part of her body. She was able to sense of sound, vibration of sound and music in all her body part. That music was in the part of her body. She says that music tingles in the skin. In her skin, she can sense. In her cheekbones and even in her hair also, she can feel she can sense the vibration of sound and music in her body part, even her hair also. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. When she was playing, now look in the image, she is playing here xylophone. And from her fingertip, she used to feel the sense of that xylophone even in her fingertip. Okay. Then, and resonance flowing into her body. Resonance means echoes of sounds. Okay, in her body also. On a wooden platform, she removes. If there is wooden platform, the surface, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. In this way, she used to sense, feel the music in her body. Okay. Now the last paragraph of part first here. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Dear friends, she delighted her audiences too much. She has given pleasure to the audience with her instruments, with her music. In 1991, she was selected the prestigious the Royal Philharmonic Society's Soloist Award of the Year. Okay, and on that day, the master percussionist James Blades says, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we normal people hear, she feels. That's why, far more deeply than any of us, she hears deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. That is the gift of God. Due to that gift, she expresses music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic means, the meaning here, a person who finds it difficult to stop working. The meaning is here, she always wanted to work something. She says, I have just got to work. She has to work something. She can't sit idly. Many of us, we don't want to do anything. We want to rest. But that girl, that lady, she always try to do something. Often harder than classical musicians. She always try to work harder than classical musicians. And she got the rewards. But the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts. Okay, whenever she went to perform, she used to take money also, but she also used to give free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She also used to give the classes for young musicians. And Richlin, she was of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children. That lady says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they can't go. Now that Evelyn inspired them when the children of that place, they see her, they say there is no place where they can't go. Now they are too much inspired by Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. Whatever people did, she did twice of her age. Okay, she has brought percussion, that instruments, to the front of the orchestra. Earlier there were only singers. Okay, but when she brought the orchestra, the instruments in the front, she demonstrated and she showed the world that the instrument also can be very moving like singing. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, and she also motivated the persons who are disabled, who are handicapped. And when those people look to her, they say, if that can do, if she can do, we can also. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. And with her instruments, with her percussion, she has given pleasure to millions. It's clear, dear friends. Now your topic ends here. Dear friends, after going through the first part of the sound of music, we can think and we can say, if we people want to achieve anything, so no there is no one who can stop us. There is no place where we can't go. There is no obstacle which can stop us. What we should possess only? Determination and hard work and willpower. If we have these things, we can achieve anything in our life. It's clear? So remember the lesson of the topic. After these, we have some questions which we have to note down. Okay, these are some questions. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? Second part, we have to answer it in 30 to 40 words. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and see? Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Third part, we have to answer in 100 to 150. How does Evelyn hear music? It's clear. So these are some questions. We have to make a note of these questions. And dear friends, remember the lesson of this topic. What is the lesson? If we have willpower, if we have determination, if we do hard work, if we know what is our target, so no one can stop us, whether that is person or obstacle in our life. Okay. Thank you everyone. I hope this lesson will help you. If any problem, so please contact me without any hesitation.